Hey guys, this is Blue Espada 26. I'm gonna give you pretty much my top 6 favorite anime of my whole life. So if there's any anime you really don't care about or anything, well, who cares? So let's see. My number 6 place, there's all kinds of anime I really like out there, but if I would put anything in my top 6, of course it would be my number 1 favorite anime. So eventually, in my 6th place would go to the Dragon Ball series because I really liked them. At first, when I was a kid, I did not like them at all. I hated them, for some reason. I don't know why I hated them. I just didn't like them. But eventually I started to like them and all, and became one of my favorites because, of course, it's one of the greatest series of all time in anime, and it's pretty much one of the most recognized things. And in 5th place would go to Death Note. Death Note is a really interesting anime. It's really complicated. I like L. Everyone likes L. Everyone hates Light because he's a jerk. I really think L is an awesome character. He's just this guy who sits on his feet, and he just got all these wires and monitors in his house, and then he could just direct things and just in one sitting. It's unbelievable, and his style too. Everyone likes him because of his style as well. The number one thing is because he's a good guy. So yeah, that's pretty much my 5th place, and my next place would be pretty much belong to number 4 would be actually Pokemon because I grew up with it. The merchandise, of course, I was into and I play games, but Pokemon will always be one of my favorites because I grew up with it. But the anime nowadays, it's kind of cheesy now. I mean, it's not as good as it used to be. The old anime was pretty much the best in my opinion. Mostly everyone, because just everything now on the anime, not the games. The games are actually pretty good, but now everything on the anime nowadays, ever since the Diamond and Pearl stuff came out, everything just started to be crappy and just wasn't itself anymore. Next in 3rd place will eventually be let's see. If I was to put anything in 3rd place, I don't know. Eventually, one of my favorites would be Well, in 3rd place it would be Naruto Shippuden. I know sorry, it took me a moment. Naruto Shippuden, I mean, a lot of people like it. I'm not as into it. I mean, I really like it. I mean, I'm catching up with the stuff that's going on now. I like it a lot. But I mean, it's kind of, for a while it kind of got boring a little bit, but then it became exciting again because the filler stuff really irritates me. But it's a really good anime, though. It's one of my favorites. The openings are amazing. The timeline's amazing too. Just the story of it itself is really good. 2nd would be the original Naruto. I'm talking about anime, not manga. Anime. Well, some parts through manga, but yeah, the original Naruto would be my favorite of all because it had that adrenaline. I mean, it had all this amazing adrenaline throughout the beginning. You meet all these characters and there's so much adrenaline, and there's a lot of these unbelievably amazing action sequences. Naruto Shippuden has that a lot too, but I think my favorite out of all, even a bit better, the voice acting, I think would be the original Naruto, because it's just it's very original. My 1st place would, of course, as you all have seen, my name is Blue Espada 26. So eventually, it's my favorite anime of all will be Bleach. I mean, first I hated it. It's kind of a long story. I didn't like it. I couldn't get into it. But I started watching it and I was like, it's okay. that I started watching more, and I was like, okay, this is a great anime. And then in the Arrancar arc, which is one everybody absolutely adored, and the good thing is the Arrancars are back, and those Von den Rake guys are complete jerks. I hate them. They're definitely gonna be defeated, but a lot of characters are gonna die too. Spoiler alert. Eventually, my favorite anime of all would be Bleach because that's actually the number one series I could actually focus on and get into, watch all the time. I mean, the first one I ever watched nonstop and got into would be Dragon Ball Z, and the one I got into after that would be Naruto, and that went actually a while longer. That was for a couple years. I still kind of got that feeling, but more into the manga now because the fillers are really irritating me. But Bleach, out of all, is the one that yet I don't care. I'd really like to get into, and to be honest, for my opinion, this should have been put in a review, but in my opinion, Bleach should be the anime. Here's the thing, guys. Those of you who think the anime is over forever, you don't know that. I mean, Tite Kubo is, well, I don't know Tite Kubo, but I mean the editors and all that stuff. They're the ones who really know, and it's up to them whatever they want to do. I mean, you can think your opinion, I got mine. I mean, but none of us, not me or you, none of us really know if they could actually bring the anime back. I mean, the anime is gone for now, but no one knows if they could have a comeback. I mean, there must have been a couple anime comebacks, but that's pretty much all. And that's my top six anime. Well, that's all. See you around.